I was more reporting to the board and had that kind of brand building piece of getting the stakeholders on judging panels and things like that that built out the agency. And
Hmm.
I did that for about 10 months. And then I went to my two bosses at the time and I said, I'm going to set up my own agency. And they were like, okay, fine. Like, what's the plan? I was like, well, there isn't really a plan. Like, I just know that I want to do it. I spoke to my parents about it, and my dad said, what's the worst that can happen? You lose a little bit of money and you move home. I was
Hmm.
like, yeah, that's exactly the worst that can happen. And that's very much my parents. I'm from a very self-employed family.
Yeah.
So they were really kind, my two bosses at the time, and they basically turned my salary into a retainer. So
Right.
straight away, I had my first retainer
Yeah,
and
amazing.
it was, a decent chunk of change every month. They then gave me six, they gave me like a pod in their office in Shoreditch. So up to six desks. They let me keep my work laptop, all of these things. And then I don't know, I can't remember who did the introduction, but basically I got introduced to Molly Bedingfield, which is Natasha and Daniel Bedingfield's mother. And she ran an event called Global Angels. And it was a once a year big show, big performers. And we just did this pro bono job. And at the time, I had one person working for me called Susie, who had gone to university with my little brother, wanted to get into events. So Suze came to work for me. And we had no money, like literally. I didn't know about VAT, corporation tax, all
Yeah.
of that. I was just having a good time. And so we delivered our first event, which was a night with Joss Stone and Beverly Knight at the brewery.